Hello and welcome everyone, and the game for today, well, this is Poker Night 2 everyone from Telltale Games. Now you might recognize that studio from the highly acclaimed Walking Dead game. As you can probably tell from the title, this game is the sequel to Poker Night at the Inventory, made also by Telltale Games. Now, with that just being said, and that little bit of introduction to this game and who it's made by, I would just like to say that so far I've been enjoying this game for what it is, and that is really, it's just a poker video game where you play against fictional characters, and it is just that. It doesn't try to be anything more or anything less than it is on the box. So without further ado, let us start a new tournament. And also in this Poker Night 2, you have two types of poker now instead of the previous game where you can only play Texas Hold'em. You can now play either Hold'em or Omaha poker. And for all of you fine people, I'll play this with the intro, so I will shut up and let you listen to the wonderful intro, which I actually do really like. So let's play with intro.
Good luck, human.
Good game. Let's do it again sometime. Oh, hey, it's you. Alright. Come on, I'll lead you in. Name's Samson. Brock Samson. This friggin' place is like a maze.
Ah, Mr. Samson, I'd lost track of you for a moment. And you've brought the player! Splendid! On behalf of everyone at the inventory, I cannot begin to express our unbridled elation to see you return for another night of high-stakes poker.
Yeah, speaking of high stakes, things may have gotten stabby over in the Mumbly Peg Room.
Mr. Samson, I once again remind you that the inventory is not your personal abattoir.
Yeah, send the cleaning bill to Venture Industries.
That's what you said the last time. As always, I am Commodore Reginald Van Winslow, retired, and I will be your
sweet
host for
cheeks.
tonight's perilous
I want some
voyage
smokes.
on the seas of chance.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Reggie, these new chairs are great. It's like my keister is being held aloft by the wings of tiny velvet angels.
Let me try, Sam.
I'm afraid there's no room at the table for your +1, Sam.
That's okay. Max will make his own fun.
Come out with your arms akimbo, Mendoza!
So when do we get this clam bake on the road?
In a few minutes, we're still waiting for
Hello, future losers!
our remaining contestants.
But seriously, whose HDMI port do I have to kiss to get a drink around here? Ooh, I really love what you've done with the place. Very, Boardwalk Empire meets Silence of the Lambs.
As I was saying, your
Can we
seat
get going? Steve and I have a tea time at Spyglass.
I suppose we should. I'd hoped our final contestant would be here by now, but it appears that we'll be one short tonight.
Deal me in.
tonight's tournaments have a $20,000 buy-in. And now for another bounty challenge. Mr. Williams, your turn to put something extra on the table.
Your funeral, guys.
Is that the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, the cursed book of the dead, wrapped in the flesh of a demon whose words bring death and destruction to all who read them?
No, it's a cookbook. Of course it's the Necronomicon. Now, let's play.
To claim the bounty, all you have to do is win the tournament.
And with that intro to this game done, we are now actually going to play the game. And as you've noticed, there's now a bounty
Claptrap.
on the table. Now, when you start the game, I'm going to pull this hand. When you start the game, you don't immediately start getting bounties from the table, as is what I can infer from what I have played so far of the game. You have to go through and achieve certain conditions, such as win 2 pots in a row, steal a pot, so on and so on. Now, as you've learned from the intro to this game, we have 4 new characters from the previous game. In the previous game, we were playing against the Heavy from TF2, Strong Bad from HomestarRunner.com, Max in the background right there, from Sam and Max.
Oh, what the heck. I'll just
And
throw in
the
a whole
4th
bunch
person
and see what happens.
was Tycho from Penny Arcade.
Wendy and
But
I
this
could
time
repair
the
the
characters are
Oldsmobile
different, and
with that money.
today, for this
All
game,
in.
wow, already going all in. And for this game we have Mr. Brock Samson from the Venture Brothers cartoon, Claptrap
I was probably
from the
bluffing that
Borderlands
time, but thanks
series.
for playing along.
Mr. Ash Williams from the Evil Dead series, and lastly, we have Mr. Max from the Sam and Max franchise. One thing though that I do love, oh, that is nice, 2 jacks to draw. I'm definitely playing this hand. One thing that I do like is that they have the background characters included again from the previous,
Oh,
not
my
the
turn?
same
Sorry,
background characters
I thought I
per
was caught in the
se,
loop for a second. On
but
account
different
of my
ones.
car's blowing chunks again.
As you can
Yeah,
see in the background, we have Miss Mad Moxie as the lovely bartender in the
call.
background. And we also have, if you haven't noticed by now, Miss GLaDOS from the Portal games as the dealer. Huh.
Sam!
I have a
You
good
got
chance
another
for a
dog
flush
question,
here, don't
don't
I?
you?
Seriously, can you blame me?
I'll just check
How
it,
often
though.
does a guy get a chance to chat up a talking dog? It's like interviewing a
Oh, I do
unicorn.
I do have a flush now.
Fine.
All right.
3 questions, but nothing about my privates or floor scooting.
Let's raise the bet by 1,000.
Okay. 1. Can you eat chocolate? 2. Do you date
Now, if
humans
you
or
are
other
interested
talking
in this
dogs?
game,
And 3.
it is currently on Steam, just released today, for $5, which is the exact same price as
it goes
Poker
straight
Night
to my
1.
hips. 2. Don't tell anyone.
Now, I'm not
but
going to try
kind of off the
and
market right
sell
now.
this as
And
anything
3,
more than it
dogs
is. Like
don't
I've said
detect
before, this
voice,
game
but sometimes we
is
cause
just
them.
a poker video game. The thing that I feel like makes this
what
game
would Chuck
shine
Finley
is
do?
the wonderful characters you
bet.
play against as. Because, as you can tell so far from listening to the
Is that a
characters,
good idea?
the voice
'Cause honestly,
acting
I
is
don't really know what I'm
superb.
doing.
The
The
script
player
is
has a
wonderful in the
flush.
writing. And what do you have?
And Ash
I
has
I
a
think I
pair
won
of
that, yeah.
aces.
Thank you.
The player wins.
I should have raised that a little bit
You know
more.
what they say. Lucky in cards, unlucky in love. Oh wait, that's a bad thing, isn't it?
Oh, thanks, GLaDOS.
Congratulations, you didn't screw the pooch.
Should I be offended by that?
But I believe this game will be... Oh, that's a nice hand, too. An ace and 2 of diamonds. But I believe this game will be fairly successful because of what it
I
does
didn't really look at my cards,
in
but I'm
terms
calling
of,
anyway.
I guess, marketing
Oh!
would be the proper term, because in the first game, in Poker Night at the Inventory, by playing this game and playing it more and more, you would eventually unlock certain items that you could use in Team Fortress 2 to wear, such as a new watch for the spy, a new gun for the heavy, and a Luger for... I'll check. A Luger for the engineer and the
I'm gonna bet.
scout, I believe. And Telltale Games, being as smart as they are... Oh, I'm folding this.
Oh, Sam. Think of all the
being as smart as
we could buy
Telltale
with
Games
that.
is, they did the same exact
I'm thinking.
thing, except now that besides Team Fortress
I
2,
fold.
you can also get, let me fold real quick, you can also get Borderlands
If
2
you're
items.
folding because you're too embarrassed to admit that you've forgotten the rules, just nod your head. I promise not to tell anyone.
I love the voice acting from
Brock
GLaDOS in this
steals
game
the
though.
pot.
Yeah, that was probably the right call.
Yeah, I don't want to risk it. Not time to risk it for the biscuit. Ace high and a 5 of hearts. Not a great hand.
Hey, Brock. I got in touch with some fellow card enthusiasts,
By which he means dweebs.
and I think I found enough stray alien invasion cards to cobble together a full set.
I even ask how much this is gonna cost.
Well, let's just say you really want to keep winning tonight, and maybe the next couple nights too.
Great. One more thing. I think you guys are wrong about card 256.
I don't think that's possible.
Well, even the checklist card only lists 255 cards, Brock.
Yeah, but check it out. I asked Dean about card 256, and he told me it was a secret, ultra-rare card, never intended to be released to the public.
Did it have a title? Like Eating a Kitten or Flaming Livestock?
Yeah. The Wrath of Uranus.
Oh, come on! The Wrath of Uranus? Isn't anyone
Okay, these
gonna
guys
make
are
a joke
talking
here?
a long time. Jeez, that was a long little banter they had. But I also, the reason I'm on this menu and I haven't been playing yet is because I want to show you a new feature they added, which is you can order drinks for everyone, and Moxie brings them in, and you have to use these tokens you get for winning or losing or just completing a tournament. So for this game, we will... Who has the most money, actually? Yeah, we'll get Brock Samson a drink for 5 tokens, and Miss
Hey,
Moxie
Fisher!
will...
It's a poker hand,
bring
not
over
the
the
freaking
game.
Da Vinci Code!
And I'm gonna fold this game.
I call.
And we're gonna skip to the next hand so we can
Ash
speed this up
grabs the
along and such. But the reason you would probably buy drinks though is,
I
according to
call.
the game, if you get the people drunk enough, I might be able to get a flush. Let's go for it. If you get them
I've got a
drunk,
bad
the
feeling
more
about
drunk
this.
the characters get, the more they give off
Let's
signs
raise.
of how they're doing with their hand, and I'm folding
I
that,
fold.
definitely. I do not feel that confident with this hand. Now, if you want this game, I would recommend it. And I
Mr.
believe it's
Williams
going to
takes the
sell
blinds.
fairly well, too,
You
because
appear
of
to
the
be
way it
nodding off.
deals with
Let's
the
see if
items
moving the blinds up to 600
in the other
gets
games,
your
because
attention.
Poker Night at the Inventory 1,
Jeez, what's it
did
gonna take to knock
fairly
one of
well.
you losers out?
because people would simply buy that game and play that game merely to get the Team Fortress 2 items, and I'm folding this hand. And I believe people are going to do the same thing here, because it's
Hold
$5,
on, I gotta finish my tweet.
and
Between the
$5
tournament.
is not that much. I
Claptrap
believe you can get
wins.
4,
Sam
maybe
has been
5
eliminated.
TF2 items.
I think I've learned a
which
very important
is pretty
lesson
decent.
tonight.
Wheat bread is not an effective coagulant.
It's cute when you jam words together like you know what they mean.
Oh, and Sam busted out. This isn't looking too good for me. I do want that Necronomicon. Well, it is actually looking decent for me. I have the second highest amount of money.
I call.
I'll fold.
The problem is, though, that once this game is... Once you unlock all the unlockables in this game, there's really not much to keep you
Check.
continually playing this game, unless you really, really like poker. Now, something they could have done, which they didn't do in this game, or the first game, was added some form of multiplayer.
I'm all in.
I don't know how they would do that.
Really? I think you should know that the Claptrap general purpose robot is designed to be
But I
completely
feel like
immune to
multiplayer would have been
outrageous
fun,
bluffing.
just to have, like,
Call!
I don't know how, like, because a lot of this game is the characters and the writing script that make it so fun to listen to.
Ooh, this is gonna be close. I hope I win.
Also, another thing I wish they would have done is included more characters, perhaps. I love these characters that they have in. Perhaps maybe having an interchangeable party of characters. Like, I could switch out Ash for Strong Bad or switch out
Mr.
Brock
Funny Chips has
for the
a pair of
TF2 Medic or
sevens.
something.
Mr.
That would have been
Samson
great, but I
has
also
two
realized that
pairs.
would take a
Brock
lot more
wins.
scripting, a lot more
just
time,
take that.
and a lot more money, because I have no idea how much this costs to make. And if you're also wondering, I'm just terrible at poker. In the first place, I'd never actually played
Hope
poker
all
that
this
much.
trash is recyclable.
But I do like this game because
I'm in.
it's a fun game, just like a casual game. And also it has, for the people who don't play poker, but, oh, okay.
Shit.
I've got nothing. What did I call that?
I could bet.
Alright,
I'm betting.
I'm folding.
What's going on with the toaster?
His audio output is caught in a loop. It happens sometimes with low-cost sound cards.
Should I do anything?
A swift blow to the head wouldn't help. But it probably wouldn't help either.
Aw, jeez.
Boobies! Hey! What did I miss?
Wonderful, Claptrap. You're just wonderful.
Old.
So the writers
Claptrap steals
for these
the
games.
pot.
I mean, Telltale, I feel, has
that was
some of the
easy.
greatest writers currently, at least in the game industry.
You
because,
sure you want to keep winning, kid? That
as we can
Necronomicon
see-
ain't no cat in the hat.
Yeah, I want to win. I want that Necronomicon. But as I was saying, I feel Telltale Games has some of the greatest writers in the game industry currently, because as we can see from their
At
other
this time.
games, the writing and the storylines always are just a shining point in their games. For anyone who has played the Walking Dead game that they made,
I'm going all in.
they can probably attest to that as well.
I don't know.
Also,
Nah.
one complaint I have is
Claptrap
with the
steals
AI
the
of the
blinds.
game, the AI
The
still
only thing
feels
better than winning is winning
slightly,
again.
I don't want to say poorly written, but it feels like it has some kind of problems. Now, I realize that it's hard to write AI for computer games, especially for poker computer games, and Brock has a terrible hand, probably.
Thanks for another crappy hand,
Well, he
lady.
just folded anyway.
You're welcome. It's nice to be appreciated.
But as I was saying about the AI, yeah, in this
I'm
game, it feels weird. It's like if you just make a bet large enough, most of the characters will. It just feels like, I'm just saying this. It feels
I'll
like
bet.
they will just fold for some reason. Like I won't try it now because I kind of want to win this
Pussy
round.
says what?
Oh, thanks a lot, Brock.
Call.
And let's get to the next hand.
Claptrap steals the pot. I enjoy these little games. I enjoy them even more when they're bigger. The blinds are now 800 and 1600.
Okay, I'm still not doing too bad. I still have 27,000. An ace and a 3. Okay, an ace high is not bad.
Calling.
I'll play this round. See if I can work
You
any
think
kind
you've
of
got
magic.
the cards to take down the
Okay,
king?
thank
Well,
you.
here's your
Ash.
chance, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Big mistake, Junior.
7,800's not
Well,
that much.
that
I'll
was a
call.
clever move that won't come back to bite you in your ample posterior.
I don't know. I'll raise that.
Oh, you're gonna raise. Great, great.
carry
Claptrap, just
three.
fold. Just fold, Claptrap.
Call.
Okay, everyone's in. Someone's gonna go broke today. Give me an ace. Okay, don't give me anything. I don't want to go out on this.
Check.
Bet.
Sure.
Ah, jeez. Now you got it pissed me off.
Did you raise? You raised.
Not this time.
I'll call again. I've got nothing, don't I?
Let's bet.
Oh, wonderful. I gotta call it. I gotta call it. This might be ending right here. Here's a pair of 2s. You have shit.
Ah, jeez.
I might get the side pot. Can I get the side pot? Come on, just draw an ace. Okay, that's not what I needed.
Crap!
Ugh.
The player has Ace high.
There's that
Mr.
ace
Williams
high.
has. King high. Rock Samson has. A pair of twos. On the side pot, Mr. Samson wins
That
the
was
pot.
wonderful.
There's no shame in losing to a superior opponent, Spanky.
And on the main pot, Brock wins the hand. The player has been eliminated.
Well,
Aw, man, what's
Lost
a guy
the
gotta do to
Necronomicon.
unload a curse around here?
and we lost this. So, with that done, I believe I'll end it here. So, if you like this game, I would highly suggest getting it. If you like TF2, if you like Borderlands 2, and you want more items, get this game, play through this game just to unlock the items. It's what people did for Poker Night at the Inventory, the first one. They played that game just to unlock TF2 items because they felt like it was worth the $5. Seriously, $5 is not much for this. That is already below a minimum wage job. And with that done, I will always, as I always do, leave a link in the description to the store page of this game. And I would also like to thank Telltale Games once more for providing me with this review copy of this game. So, with all of that said and done, and you all seeing how bad I am at poker games, thank you again, have a nice day, and always have fun with whatever you are playing. My name is Zenaton, and peace out, everybody.